Train the muscles, not the joints. So welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about activation of the hamstrings during squats and how is this done. Now there's a massive misconception out there that has been perpetuated over and over and over again. I get crap all the time because guys are saying, hey Jason, you're not activating your hamstrings because you're not going ass to the grass in your squat or you're not hitting parallel, so your hamstrings are not getting activated and that will cause problems for your knees. Well, the reason why this is a BS statement is because they're just talking about one variable in the squat, but not all of them, right? So the fact is that if you are a vertical squatter and you go below parallel in your squat, then yes, that is necessary in a lot of cases, depending on your body type, but in a lot of cases, if you're a vertical squatter, it is necessary in order to activate the hamstrings. But the minute you bend over, right? Everybody knows deadlifts work the hamstrings, right? So the minute you bend over, now the hamstrings are activated. Eureka! Amazing, right? So if you notice when I squat above the hips. I bend over to bring the hips into play. So there's a lot of hip extension. So even though I'm not coming all the way up, I'm still hip extending, and this is keeping the tension on the hamstring. So I bend over, that's stretching the hamstring, and then I come up to here, and that is a contraction of the hamstring. So this continues. And the fact is that I also hit the quadriceps, but at the same time, I'm activating the hamstrings to protect the knee and to create the most amount of power possible. Now, this is one of the reasons why my hamstrings were one of my strongest body parts when I was competing, was because I activate my hamstrings a lot when I squat. And you all know that I don't squat below parallel, that's for sure. I squat usually 90 degrees at the knee. And this is the way I squatted through my entire career for 30 years. So another really dumb statement that I get all the time is, hey, you're gonna wreck your knees doing that. You're gonna wreck your knees. Well, if I was gonna wreck my knees, then you'd think I would have wrecked my knees 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years into my training. How about 25? 25 years? But I didn't. So this also proves that my technique is the right way for the knees, especially for my body types. My main point of making this video is to show you that when your upper body is in a different position, it will activate different muscle groups. If your upper body stays totally vertical or bent over, that will change totally how the forces play out during the squat. So this is why it's important to understand that whether you use high bar or low bar, or whether you bend over or you try to come forward with your knees too much, this will change how the forces play out. So you have to adjust these depending on, you know, your body type and basically where you are feeling the forces in general, right? If you want to activate more hamstring, all you need to do is bend over a little bit. Make sure your back is in the proper form, make sure your back is arched or at least flat. But that's how you activate the hamstrings. You do not have to come below parallel in order to activate hamstrings. So this is a big misnomer, a big myth that is perpetuated by the ignorant in the fitness field. So keep that in mind. There's more than one factor to consider when you're asking whether you are activating a muscle or not. It's not about just depth or range of motion, period. It's about how you also accomplish the range of motion. What angle are you doing things on, and how much bend over is happening, or where's the bar? Are you doing a low bar squat or a high bar squat? This will also change the way the forces play out during your squat or any other exercise. So I hope this helps you out in your training. I hope this helps you understand how to activate the hamstrings a little bit more during your squat. Yes, if you're more vertical, you have to go below parallel or parallel, possibly. You know, this may be true there. But if you bend over a bit, you're going to activate the hamstrings a little bit more. Now, don't try to do this if it's not right for your body type, but if it is right, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't try to go below what feels comfortable just because somebody out there is saying you're not activating your hamstrings because you're going not low enough, right? So I hope this helps you out in your training. I hope this helps free you from the dogma on the internet here. And thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com. And thanks to the Patreon supporters, and take care for now.